for a small technical issue to be sorted. Once that is done, start off with the class. All right, Fatima, how to ask doubt? How you ask that question? Same way. Type the doubt there. Good evening. Good evening. Very good evening, Nikhil sir. Waiting for your lecture. All right. It's Shri. This is the first time I'm learning from you. Good. Sharmishta Thakur. In a week, only 2 classes. As in? No. In a week, you will have... Initially, at least. Later, it will pile up. Don't worry. Your optional, you have not yet started, right? Optional also comes, then you will be like, sir, itna zyada classes hai. Don't worry. Don't be so initially only, okay, let me do UPSC in a single go. Don't do that. Take it light. Don't worry. As the classes move on, you will start feeling the pinch of it. Life as a little person. Khushbu. Samarth Mary. Samrat Mary. Maria. I am not sure whether I'm pronouncing these names right. Anamika. DSP. Z.K. Pichapillai. Jaspreet Kaur. Mohammed. Tamil Radyan. Preeti. हर्षा एक ही क्लास होगी क्या? People just sit and listen to the class. Class duration will be anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours. All right. You take all polity classes. Yeah, I do. You YT live चल रहा है क्या? Okay. चलो ठीक है. All right, people. Good evening once again to everyone. So, this is your first subject, I believe, especially to the Titan and Pinnacle students. Some of you might have already you have already been exposed to the other subjects, but for some batches, today this is the first class as well as the first subject. First of all, the importance of the subject. Needless to say, polity is a very, very important subject, as you all know it, correct? Polity and governance, it's a main subject itself. In prelims, you will get anywhere between 15 to 18 questions. If you go by the trend, 15 to 18 questions you get from polity alone. So, 15 to 18 questions from polity means, let us say 3 questions are like jhatka wala questions. Jhatka means you are very doubtful between 2 options. Those are like very, very, rarely asked, or from some random sentence from the NCERT, they may pull out something. So, that part you leave. Or it can be something like something from the current affairs, which was going on, appearing in the news, and suddenly they asked a question. For example, the year when Aryan Khan, Shah Rukh Khan's son, got arrested over drug charges, they had asked about a particular topic relating to his arrest. So like that, some questions can come, random questions, but you leave the random part aside. Out of 18, even if you attempt only 15 correctly, you have pocketed 30 marks. 30 marks for a subject where in polity the thing is, you know the subject really well. There is no scope for ambiguity. Ambiguity also, even if it is there, like I told you, it will be max to max 3 questions. The best thing when you are doubtful about anything is do what? Don't touch it. Don't bother with it. Do the rest of the questions. And 30 marks is in your pocket from one single subject. Now you need to sambalify or need to manage only the remaining 70 from the remaining roughly 5 subjects: history, geography, economics, science and technology, environment. Done. And maybe a little bit of current affairs. But goes without saying, the conventional subjects carries the weightage here. In prelims, the thing is, conventional subjects consisting of all the 6 subjects, they carry the weightage. Current affairs actually carries very less weightage if you go by the trend. Maximum 10 questions will come from this, 10 or 12 questions, and it is not possible that you will be knowing all the answers to all the questions there. So the point what you need to understand is, from day one, you have only one job. Attend all the classes, read the notes, then and there. Ensure that you don't have any doubt. Move on. And it is very, very important that you do answer writing. That is not answer writing is there, but take down the notes. Write it down. Shortcuts you want, you use, whatever you want, you use, but write it down. If you ask me, the advantage what an offline student has over an online student is, an offline student will write. Every day they write. Even offline students also have access to recorded lectures. But offline, they write it down. Online, there is an element of laziness that creeps in where they feel that, okay, it is anyway available in recorded lecture, later I will do it. That later will never come. You will end up wasting your attempt. No matter how good you are at the subject, you are with the subject, no matter how great the faculty is, taking down notes is a priority. Only if you have a foundation, on that you can keep updating. You can update your notes based on whatever changes happens to the system, because polity and governance, thanks to the current government, ever since they have come into power, polity and governance is undergoing sea changes. Earlier that was never the case. Earlier it was like one fixed thing. It was, there was a routine associated with it. Now there is no routine. You cannot predict what is going to happen tomorrow as far as the Indian political system is concerned. Clear? So this is what I want you to do. In your first attempt, don't make the blunder of going behind current affairs and ignoring this. Because without clearing the prelims, there is no point in you sitting and preparing for any amount of current affairs. You may end up becoming a content creator or a current affair faculty. Got the point here? Conventional subjects, proper knowledge of the theory, if you have, then that you will be needing. Conventional subjects plus a little larger share of current affairs that you needed for your mains. Only then you will be in a position to clear the mains. Apply the current affairs, understand the current affairs, and apply the theory wherever it is needed. Write beautiful answers, intro, body, conclusion, along with whatever schemes, etc. are there from current affairs. It is done. Awareness of polity and governance doesn't end there. You will even need it in your interview. Make no doubt about it. I don't think there is any other subject. Maybe economics would be one subject, or international relations, where you need it in all the 3 stages. Whereas most other subjects, you don't require it in all the 3 stages. Geography and environment, maybe you may get a question. Maybe one question here, other. But environment wise, you cannot, or economy wise also, there is nothing to say as an opinion about, because these are like very, very factual, clear cut. But when it comes to polity, there is always a risk that you may end up becoming very political. Because it's a very interesting subject, you will end up indulging in useless political discussions. The futility of it, why it is futile, why you shouldn't be political, why you should be completely politically neutral, but pro-India, you will understand it as we progress further. Clear with this? Any doubts here? Yeah, notes are enough for mains and prelims, provided you update it with current affairs also. As of now, whatever updations are there, that I'll be giving it here. All right. Now taking the discussion further forward. So when I say polity, let us, because this is the first class, let me not right away dump a lot of things in front of you. When I say polity to you, what and all comes into your mind? What and all comes into your mind? Like, what comes into your mind first? Indian polity and governance. Constitution, okay. Constitution, fine. Bhumika and Lavanya, for them it is constitution. Harsha is telling political parties, policies, etc. comes in mind. Correct. Rules, administration, makes sense. Social life of people's life, process of administration, constitution, DPSP, fundamental rights, constitution, power, administration, politics, writ, act, fundamental rights, prime minister, chief minister, democracy, politics, correct? Amendments, bills, constitution, rules, lawmaking, law and order, rules and regulations, constitution, founding fathers, articles, theories, preamble, parliament, Lakshmikant. Makes sense, makes sense. I agree. So, how to manage the district? All of that, correct? So, in other words, you have an idea. This is about running the country. Polity means how the country is being run. That is the most significant aspect here. And whether you like it or not, even if you are not interested in politics, even if you don't want to be part of it, politics will interfere with your life. Polity will interfere with your life. Correct. We know that for a fact. Now census is going to happen. It's already on the way. It's not that it's going to happen. It has started. We can self-enumerate it. Correct. We can give our own details. Online, we can give it. It has already started in Karnataka and few southern states it has started. Afterwards, there will be a delimitation commission. After that, there will be change in the number of the constituencies. There could be a increase in the number of MPs. There could be an increase in the number of Lok Sabha seats. An increase in the number of Lok Sabha seats, when it happens, what will happen in northern states, what will happen in southern states. These are current ongoing discussions. But the opposition is really worried now. Okay, this means that BJP will remain in power for the next 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. We don't know. But this is the current ongoing topic. And like I told you, whether you like it or not, that change will eventually happen. Why? Because conducting the census, and based on the census, that is based on what is the population in this country. How many constituencies should be there? A constituency means it's an area from where I put one MP or one MLA. Let us say for 10 lakh people, one MP. So constitution means within an area, a certain number of people to represent them, there will be one elected representative. So that is a constituency. So after the census, a delimitation commission setting it up. This is written in the constitution. That means it is there. By law, it is written down. Can the Supreme Court interfere in it and stop it? No. Why? Because it is there in the constitution. In other words, this is what it is ultimately. How we run the country. How we run the country, or how we have to run the country, that is given in the constitution. Constitution of India is the supreme law of the land. It lays down the framework of government and guarantees justice, liberty, equality and fraternity to all. Fundamental law of the land. Fundamental law means it is the basic law. You cannot simply cancel it out. No, I will not follow the constitution. You cannot do that. In India, constitution is supreme. Be it judiciary, be it legislature, be it executive, all the three has to come down below it. What do you mean by these three elements? In India, if you basically see, this is the judiciary, what we have. For judiciary, if you notice, I've represented it with a triangle. Why with a triangle? Because it's basically a hierarchy of courts. Complete hierarchy. It is not that lower court can do whatever they want, high court can do whatever they want, and they don't have to listen to the Supreme Court. No, they are all bound. They all are bound by the, like, high courts are bound by the directions of the Supreme Court. Lower court is bound by the directions of High Court and Supreme Court. That is why the judiciary in India, we call it, we often refer to it as single and an integrated judiciary. It is integrated. They are all bound by the judicial verdicts. Got the point here? Supreme Court is at the top. Each state will have one high court. Then there are multiple lower courts there. Supreme Court, only one Supreme Court in the country. For the entire country, only one Supreme Court. Then comes executive. Executive, when you say, the simple meaning is to execute. And executive, when you say again, there are two aspects to it. You have political executive and permanent executive. Political executive, when I say, it is basically the politicians, your MPs, your MLAs. That is the political executive. They are sometimes otherwise also called as temporary executive. Why temporary? Today you will be the chief minister. Tomorrow you can lose the election and you can become just an MLA. And if you don't even win an MLA seat also, you forget winning the election, you didn't even become an MLA means you are a nobody. You are a nobody. Nobody means you don't have any power. Even if you walk into a police station, there is no necessity that the cops will get scared of you. They may probably look at you, what? Sir, from CM you came down to this. Like that they can talk to you. When I say permanent executive, that is you people. The bureaucracy. All the government officers in this country. They are permanent. So that is the reason why sometimes politicians, rather than taking the blame for the inefficient administration in our country, they put the blame on the bureaucrats. They say, we are only here for 5 years or 10 years. It is the bureaucrats who are not doing their job properly. Got the point here? Okay. Nothing much from the YouTube community. Clear? Then we have legislature. Legislature, as the word indicates, it simply means it is the law-making body. Their job is to make laws. And that law-making body, at the union level, it is the parliament. The state level, you have state legislative assembly. No, Rajya Sabha members are not permanent executive. Rajya Sabha members retire every 6 years. They retire. They are not part of permanent executive. All right. Clear with this basic aspect here? So as you can clearly see, I have marked this diagram in such a way that there is a slight overlap between the executive, the parliament and the judiciary. Why? Why is that? Why is there always an overlap? The reason is because in India, we have a system of cooperation and coordination between all the three. It is not separation. Legislature separate, executive separate, judiciary separate. That is not the way how it is. If I really have to tell you how this whole system works, now elections are happening in at least 5 states. So, the first process to win election, how many seats, if there are 100 seats in legislative assembly or in the parliament, to win the election, how many, if me and my party is there, if we have to win and form the government, how many seats should my party win? For 5 years, what we directly elect is Lok Sabha members. Rajya Sabha members are indirectly elected. People don't take direct participation in Rajya Sabha election. 51, more than 50. 51, more than 50, correct, Prashna? Prashansa. Oh, yeah. So it's 51. All right. So 51, minimum 50% of the total, more than 50% we should have. Once you form that, if you get more than 50%, if you are able to get, that means you can form the government. Government means there will be a prime minister and there will be other ministers. Similarly, there will be a chief minister and there will be other ministers. Clear till here? Depends how much parties are there. No, Dhruv. Still you are supposed to win more than 50. Majority system we have here. It is not, it's got nothing to do with the parties. Correct. All right. Now, they will form the government. But how this actually, in reality, how this will work is, let us take the example from the Prime Minister. Prime Minister will be there. Plus, he will also have a Council of Ministers, it is called. Council of Ministers means just a group of ministers. Okay. Now let me tell one thing very clearly. I've been seeing some comments here. YouTube, I cannot do anything because that is public. In my class, if I'm teaching something, regarding that, you can ask a doubt. Step outside the line once or twice, I will let it go. Third time, I will block you. I will block you. As simple as that. Your paid money, that money, this money, I don't know. You will behave in my class. All right? You are attending the class, learn from me. I am here to finish the syllabus also, teach you also properly. So the first class, let this be the clear introduction what we are having. Your 9th standard, your 10th standard, you are in 18, you are still 17, you are not an adult, I don't care. You are here for the adults game. You will sit like a professional in this class. Teach me about Rajya Sabha. Teach me about Lok Sabha now. You don't get to decide that. My class, my syllabus. Don't like it, you're free to leave. I'm being very clear here. All right. So maintain the decorum. Coming back. So Prime Minister is there, Council of Ministers are there. Council of Ministers means just a group. Just a group. That's what it simply means. But we are giving them thoda or izzat. Council of Ministers. Now, Prime Minister cannot, for everything, cannot keep calling all these ministers, right? That is, imagine in the case of Lok Sabha only, if you think. All right, more than how many MPs are there for BJP alone? How many MPs are there? Can the Prime Minister call all the 240 odd some MPs and keep discussing everything with them? We want to bring a new bill. We want to do something new. No, not possible. Calling all the MPs of BJP to discuss something is not practical. Next step is what? Calling all the ministers, which is also such a huge number. Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Petroleum, Ministry of Environment, Ministry of Agriculture, Farmers Welfare, that, this, Commerce, Industry. How many people will I call? How many people will I call here? I cannot do that. Bhavani, any MP can make Council of Minister. MP from the ruling party or coalition. Ruling party or coalition. Ruling party means, say for example, 2014-2019. BJP had a huge majority. Single party. They had more than 50% of the Lok Sabha seats they won. Single party. Akele they formed the government. Standalone they formed the government. They did not have to take support from any other party. But 2024 election, BJP couldn't get even. They were going on telling, Apke bar 400 par. They were telling they will cross 400. But they couldn't even manage 50% of Lok Sabha seats. So they've had to form a coalition. That is, BJP is there. Along with that, they took the support of Chandrababu Naidu's party. They took the support from Bihar. And like that, NDA formed the government. So that time, when I form a coalition, what happens is, I will have to give some seats to my coalition partners MPs. I'll have to give some seats to Chandrababu Naidu's party. Some ministers, not seats. Some ministry I'll have to give to Chandrababu Naidu. Some ministry I'll have to give to the, Bihar, whatever party it was. Council of Ministers, Lok Sabha members only, not necessary. See, it all depends upon the Prime Minister. Prime Minister can choose his Council of Ministers from either from the Lok Sabha or from the Rajya Sabha. Anyone. Not necessary that they should be from the Lok Sabha itself. For example, Dr. Manmohan Singh was from the Rajya Sabha. Okay. So, what is the next option? This is the Council of Ministers. Within that, I will form a group called Cabinet. Within the Council of Ministers, there will be a Cabinet. Cabinet will generally contain important ministers. Most important ministers. That is again decision of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister can decide who should be there inside it, who shouldn't be there inside it. So, when a new law has to be introduced, a new bill is there. A new law they want to introduce. And any new law you want to introduce, you call it a bill. That bill first goes to the Cabinet. The Cabinet approves it, then it goes to the Parliament. It can go either to the Lok Sabha or to the Rajya Sabha. Whatever. It is generally introduced in the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha passes it, it goes to the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha also passes it, then it will go to President. President signs it, then the bill will become an act. This is the way laws are made in the country. So if you remember, just a week ago only, the reservation bill couldn't get passed. Correct? It actually went down. Why? It didn't pass in the parliament itself. There is no such maximum number and all. It is entirely the discretion. I think 1/10 or some rule is there now, 15% or something. But again, it is the discretion of the Prime Minister. All MPs are no R2G. And cabinet is some part of CUM, sir. No. From all the MPs, few will get to become ministers. And among the ministers, few gets to become part of the cabinet. At the top of it all stands the Prime Minister. This is the logic. Law and act are the same. Yeah, once it becomes an act, then it becomes a law. Left to the Prime Minister to decide. Prior permission and all, we will see. That and all is much later. This is just an introductory class, people. This is just an introduction. The details and specifics of cabinet के अंदर कितने ministers होंगे, अगर cabinet ने नहीं कहा तो फिर क्या हो जाएगा, all that बाद में. I am just giving you a general introduction. Now even then, all these stages are over. Let us say it gets passed. That is, for example, now like I told you, the reservation bill, it failed at the parliament stage itself because it couldn't get passed here. But there was another scheme, electoral bond scheme. It came as a bill, passed in the cabinet, passed in the parliament. President also gave assent. It became an act. But then, any act, once Parliament makes it and becomes an act, there is a process called judicial review. Under Article 13. Under Article 13, judiciary will check whether the act passed, does it violate any fundamental right. Electoral bond scheme like this, which got passed in the parliament, judiciary checked it and judiciary said no to it. Why judiciary said no to it, I will tell it to you later. What is cabinet? Cabinet is a super decision-making body. Like I told you, I cannot call all the ministers to take a decision. Cabinet is one place where you will basically find all the important portfolio ministers, most important ministers. That is, in this particular case, you will have Ministry of Finance here, Ministry of Home Affairs, Ministry of Defense, maybe even Minister for Foreign External Affairs. Maybe these four will be involved. Call them only to take any decision. Any important decision has to be taken, only call a limited few members and discuss it with them and then execute it. Examples for this would include, one was especially demonetization. It was a well-guarded secret that nobody had a clue about it. The other one was taking out Article 370 abrogation. Surgical strikes. So again, there is no hard and fast rule that only you will call these people. It is again left to the Prime Minister. That is, I want to take a decision. So even if I want to, say for example, if this was an offline class, I will probably ask just a few students, okay, what should we do with the next session, how it should be, etc. Depending upon what the best students, whoever are coming regularly, whoever are scoring really well, what do they suggest? Based on that only I will take my call. I am not literally going to go and ask everybody, what do you feel? What do you feel? Because why? When I ask too many people, I'll get too many opinion. What is easier for me? Easier for me will be to just ask a limited number of people, take the decision, move on. Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha not contain all the MPs means Sachin later, that question is later. Judicial reviews interpreted Constitution of India. Shukraj, what are you trying to say? Cabinet is a supreme decision-making body. Council of Ministers will have all the ministers in it. Cabinet means it is like hand-picked few. Hand-picked few. President powerful than PM. No. Any doubts here? Implement an article. Harihar Sudan, that question itself is wrong. Cabinet will change according to the bill. Tarangini, no. Are yaar, why are you not people not understanding this? Your father is the head of your family. Okay. His cabinet will be definitely consisting only of your mother and maybe the eldest child or whoever is sensible. That is his cabinet. His council of ministers will be basically all his side stupid relatives, relatives, and from his in-laws side. When he has to decide anything immediate for your family, that is whether to cook, whether to increase the budget of something, whether to buy you a new Apple, iPhone, etc., will he go and discuss it with all his relatives here? No, he will only ask your mom and probably the eldest child. Eldest child will probably say, what? I never got an iPhone. Why are you buying an iPhone for her? No. Bill cancelled. Wahan ka wahan, it is over. That is a cabinet. But when it comes to your wedding or something, Pura Samaj will get involved there. Main some matter is there. Maybe he will discuss it with the Council of Ministers. Or otherwise, if he's somebody like me, he will again decide it with his wife only and decide it once and for all. That is the difference between Cabinet and Council of Ministers. Council of Ministers will have all the ministers here. Uske andar, yes, in this Council of Ministers also, Minister of Finance is there, Ministry of Home Affairs is there, सारे के सारे ministers हैं, सारा ministers. उनमें से कुछ लोगों को चुनकर कैबिनेट में डाल रहे हैं. Fatima, later, let me just finish this cabinet and council of ministers. Ansh Lakhera, no, nobody will do that nonsense. He can. Who passes the bill? Parliament passes the bill. It is not the president or the prime minister. Any bill that needs to be passed, you need to present it. वो कहाँ गया अभी? Yeah. Parliament has to pass the bill, not the prime minister. Are you seeing any prime minister president being written here? Cabinet, when it decides, means it is not that the cabinet along with the prime minister will sit and decide क्या करना है, ये bill आ गया है, what should we do? They will then make small changes to it, introduce it into the parliament. Parliament passes it, it goes to the president. President will give assent, becomes an act. Judiciary will check it. Judiciary is okay with it, okay, it will remain a law. Judiciary is not okay with it, it won't be a law. Very good. Bhavani, MP, both Council of Minister and Cabinet Minister. Yenda day. Nirmala Sitharaman, she's an MP. But then she became what? A minister. Minister of Finance. But then the Prime Minister felt for every decision making that he wants her in his cabinet. So she's a cabinet minister. All cabinet ministers are part of Council of Ministers. All Council of Ministers are MPs. But all MPs are not Council of Ministers. All Council of Ministers are not cabinet ministers. Best introduction class. All the bills go through judicial review. MPs are involved in voting. Lavanya, vote. Parliament, passing it in the parliament means what? Passing it in the parliament means Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha MPs. The MPs who are sitting here, they vote for it, either for or against. Opposition can try, but it is never allowed. Kushi. Ultimately, see, why do you form a government? So that you can make the law that you want. You have power only when you form a government. Who decides the PM? The political party decides. All ministers are not MP as well. Are Saurabh, I'm telling you, it is the decision of the Prime Minister. There is no criteria. Ya Khuda, you people, man. How many times to tell you? Forget it. Forget all this. Leave all this. This much you understood? This much? This is a introductory class for the love of God. I told you in very simple words. Council of Ministers means all the ministers. Cabinet means to decide something. And I gave you the example of your home. Even after that, if you have not understood, then wait till we enter into the Parliament chapter, Prime Minister chapter, Council of Ministers chapter. Okay? Those of you who understood, we will move on. Because one thing is there, in this online class, one thing is there, because PW has kept everything so affordable, we don't know how many are genuine students and how many are sitting here to unnecessarily disrupt the class. So the same thing, so the same panda what you see here, that is how we have Prime Minister, Council of Ministers as well as a cabinet at the union level. You also have what? You have the same thing. Chief Minister is there. Cabinet is there. And similarly, there is a Council of Ministers. This is there even at the state level. In other words, union government or the central government, what we generally say, is headed by the Prime Minister and his Council of Ministers. State government, what we generally say, is headed by Chief Minister plus Council Ministers. Then we have Panchayat Raj institutions and municipalities, which is like you are the Panchayat President or Mayor. And so we generally call it three-tier government system. Three-tier means 3 levels. 3 levels it is. But, all right. 3 levels it is. This is the other significant aspect of our constitution. So this is for the entire country, they can make rules and laws. State government can make rules or laws or whatever only within the state. Panchayat and municipalities unfortunately don't have that much of law-making power. They don't have that much of power. Chote level per, small things they can bring. Maybe some poultry scheme, or when you talk about municipality, sanitation, drainage, water connection, small things only they can decide. Schemes they can decide. Rule making, law making power that they don't have. Got the point here? Sarpanch, then what was it? Pradhan, Gram Pradhan, all these are Hindi words. English word is Panchayat, president. Alright? Titan batch. Panchayat, president. So 3 levels of government you have. 3 tiers. Salient features. We are a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. We have a parliamentary form of government. We have federal structure with unitary bias, fundamental rights, DPSP, fundamental duties, and independent judiciary. These are some of the salient features of our constitution. Each one of this term we will be seeing in a while. Alright? Each one of this term. Collector does not have any law-making power. Collector is an executive post. Arihar Sudan. Coming up with new things. Democracy, that is governance of the people, by the people, and for the people. India is the world's largest democracy. That is ultimately we are choosing our own government. We decide who should win the election. Unity in diversity. Our strength lies in our diversity of language, religion, culture, and tradition. Correct? Just travel within your state, you will find the culture, the food, the cuisine, everything changes. Even the dialect of the language spoken changes. So diversity is part of our main, feature of our country. All these later. President denied the bill, so should it pass. Brajesh Yadav later. Decentralization, delegation of power later. I already told you. Ask questions which are relevant to this. Alright, first day's class, I will let you go now. Repeat this in the subsequent class. You are all awaiting what? Block. I will do that. Trust me. I don't have sugar, cholesterol and pressure. What I have in plenty is anger, which I can give it to you wholesale and retail. Organs of government, legislature to make the laws, that is the parliament or the state legislatures. Executive to implement the laws. So executive to implement the laws, when I say, like I told you, that implementation part, who will implement it, how it is implemented. Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers, they will decide what laws to be made at the central level. Chief Minister, Council of Ministers will decide what should happen at state government. Panchayat you leave. They will make the law, and that law is ultimately executed by the bureaucracy. That means whatever the central government will make as a law, whatever the state government will make as a law, ultimately who is implementing it? You people. Be it as an IAS officer, be it as an IPS officer. So as an IAS officer, let us say central government scheme is there. G Ramji, which is going to be a replacement for Narega. Your job it is to implement it. Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, or the 3 new criminal laws that has come. As an SP of the district, it is your law, it is your duty to implement it. Alright people. So, judiciary will interpret the law. Like I told you, whatever law is made by the union government or the state government, judiciary's job is to check it. Is the law okay? Is it violating the fundamental rights? Is it violating any constitutional principle? That is what judiciary will do. We have fundamental rights that guarantee civil liberties and protection against arbitrary state action. Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedy. We have directive principles of state policy. These are again, as the word goes, directive. Directive means to show the direction. It is meant for the government. Fundamental rights are for the citizens. Directive principles is for the government. Fundamental duties, these are basically duties that a citizen should do. But we will see what it is really. Is it really worthwhile? All that we will see it. Then the federal structure, what we have. What do you mean by a federation? What is quasi-federal? Again, we'll be seeing it. What is unionless, stateless, concurrent? That also we'll be seeing. Ultimately, remember one thing. India is a union of indestructible union of destructible states. Union cannot be broken down. No state in this country can claim independence. Mind you. But at the same time, any state's boundary can be changed. Name can be changed. Area can be increased or decreased, or completely it can be destroyed. Tomorrow, if central government decides, leave Kerala and Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana, merge all of the states. They can do that. They can really do that. It will be a political disaster of epic proportions, but they can do that. Okay. So, this is the basic trailer for you. I know you will be, I'm throwing so many words at you, but this simply represents the chapters what we are going to take further forward. Each one of the word what I said here will be taken up in detail. But E functions, this and all, we will do it later. First, let us read. Any questions? Shukraj later. All that later. What you see behind me is the preamble. Preamble of the Constitution of India. Preamble. What do you mean by a preamble? Preamble simply means it's like an introduction. It's like an intro. You can call it a summary, or you can even call it like a preface. Like it literally gives the crux of the Constitution. Crux of the Constitution. I'm not going to dictate any notes, Arun Gurjar. Take down running notes. You're not in this thing, college or anything anymore. Take down running notes. Yes, blueprint. You can call it like an introduction. What our Constitution? That means the entire essence of our Constitution has been summarized. Yes, Pooja, in the preamble. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. I know. Now, when you see it, like, you will be like, okay, what does this mean? One by one, we will take. First thing is, first of all, the people of India. I told you, I introduced you to a little bit of jargon today. Legislature, executive, judiciary. Legislature, parliament. State legislative assembly. Executive means Prime Minister, Council of Ministers, central level. Chief Minister, Council of Ministers, state level, Panchayat and municipality, local bodies. Then judiciary, lower court, high court, Supreme Court. Then some terms and terminologies, fundamental rights, fundamental duties, etc., etc., etc. Now, when you take the preamble of the Constitution, it talks about this. This is the message that the preamble gives. So, we need to understand first, what do you mean by this people of India? People of India का मतलब क्या है? कौन है ये लोग? कहाँ से आते हैं ये लोग? Because until and unless you don't understand the people of India, you won't understand anything about this country. And I told you in my earlier class, I'm not sure when was it, I think it was on Wednesday, I told you I will tell you exactly how you are supposed to study any subject. Polity especially, henceforth, when you are going to open your mouth or you are going to write an answer, it will be completely backed by data. Top 5 economies by nominal GDP. What is nominal GDP and all, you will learn it in your economic class. So that you leave. US, China, Germany, India. Now in April, we were in the 4th position. Now we have slipped into the 6th position. Why we slipped and all? Again, economic section. Leave it aside. So 6th, we can say 6th economy in the world. Not a bad deal. From 4 we moved to 6, but still, from all the countries in the world, 6th position we are in. That's not a bad thing. Clear? GDP per capita comparison, India versus major economy. When you take it per capita means what? That is, per capita means what is your total GDP divided by the population. One thing in which we are very, very good at is baby manufacturing. Why? Because consent is something we don't believe in as a society. How many men are there who really asks their partner that are you ready to be a mother? Basically in the olden zamana, this generation maybe yes, but in the olden days and all, that was never a point only. But anyway, around 145 crore people, GDP, whatever let it be, you divide it, your per capita, that is per individual income, if you calculate it that way, it is going to be very, very less. When you take total, it is 6th. But when you take it per capita, where are we? After Iran, and this is last year's data by the way, after Iran it is. So the first thing we need to understand here, and obviously, so does that mean in Iran and Iraq has already been destroyed by USA. Iran is again facing a lot of issues. Ukraine is already in war with Russia. In spite of all that, these countries are having more per capita income than India. They are having. Does that mean they are all doing incredibly well as an economy? No. It's just that we are a highly populated nation. Highly populated nation. That is the first thing we have to understand. That is one of the first and foremost headache in our country is the population part. First thing to understand. With the southern states actually having very less fertility rate. Fertility rate means the number of babies an adult female will give birth to during her life. So that fertility rate is very, very less in southern states. It is in, I think it is even less than, it is around 1, in and around 1. Or on an average, I will put it. Wait a minute. It is very less. Whereas if you travel a little more upwards, that is crossing Karnataka, etc., you travel a little northwards and eastwards till West Bengal, etc., it's on another level. It's huge population there. Got the logic here? Average age in our country, currently it is being said it is around 28 years. That means we are still a young country. But that mathematics will change by the year 2050. The average age will hit 40 years that time. Roughly 20% of the population will be old. All right. Less than 2.1, I purposefully put it. You will learn this in society. You will learn this. Replacement rate, it is called. Replacement rate simply means hum do, hamare do. Father is there, mother is there. And there are, for them together, there are 2 children. 1, 2. Either 2 boys, 2 girls, 1 boy, 1 girl, whatever. So if they die tomorrow, to replace them, 2 are there. Ideally, for population to keep growing, in some families at least you should have how much? A 3rd child also. So that there will be a slight growth always. In southern states, what we are witnessing is, forget the 3rd child, even 2nd child itself is very, very rare. And the trend these days is double income, no kids. Southern states especially. Husband is earning, wife is earning, but they have decided not to have children. Instead, they may probably keep 2 dogs. One a terror dog they will keep, the other one a papa dog they will keep. This is the general routine now in southern states especially. Plus, most of the women, they don't want to get married. They want to stay happy in their life. Got with this, understood the population issue in our country. Southern states, population less. Because birth rate is less. Women are not getting married earlier. Women are going for delayed marriage. Even after getting married, they are like, why should I have kids? I have already married to a monkey. Now why I want this mini version now? Other women are like, I don't want to marry at all. Got the point? Why I am telling you this, you won't understand this now. You will understand this better when we will be discussing delimitation commission. So keep this in mind. Southern states, population less. North, east, population more. When I say southern states, remember Karnataka, Andhra, Telangana, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Clear? This is our country. All right. Moving on now. India's most literate states and union territory. Please, this is ChatGPT's generated Indian map. Okay. Markings are either udar kahin kahin. So don't make me viral by telling that, hey, look at the map he has generated. Indian map has been made Faluda. Don't do that. Map is not accurate. I myself telling you. But I wanted a nice pictographic information to be presented to you so that even if you don't take down notes in a Jhatka, these data should be staring at you. Currently, Himachal Pradesh leads the nation with 99.3% literacy. Correct, Aduji? Aduji, where are you from, Aduji? Just asking you. Anumone, 916 Malayali. Mizoram, 98.2%. Lakshadweep, 97.3%. Nagaland, 95.7%. Tripura, 95.6%. Kerala, at the 6th position, 95.3%. Meghalaya, 94.2%. Chandigarh, 93.7%. So if you actually look at it, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, Meghalaya. 4 states are in the northeast region are actually doing well, when it comes to literacy rate. All right, 4 states. Two union territories are the Lakshadweep and Chandigarh. Himachal Pradesh from the north, Kerala from the south. When it comes to literacy rates, this is the top 8 rankings. All right. 120 kilo for strategy. Yeah, do you come through? Sure. Correct. Started. Akash Pandey, I am also from Bihar. I know there will be people from Bihar, UP, everything. Now don't sit here. कौन से शहर से हो? हाँ, मैं इस रोड से हूँ. Don't do that here. All right. Attend the class. Chat section is not meant for your manoranjan. It is meant for you to ask doubts to me, not for you to sit and chat with each other. YouTube comment section में जो कर रहे हैं वो यहाँ पर मत आकर कर. So literacy rate, we are looking good. Correct. Literacy wise, I mean Northeast especially, this is a wonderful news. Because Northeast, when we talk about, we always hear only bad news about it. Correct. Manipur, this border area, they arrested some foreign individuals. Oh, drug is happening there. All this news. But in fact, let me tell you, this is one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth. If at all you get an opportunity to travel solo, you can easily go to this place. You will be safe. I'm telling you, you will be safe. It is the most safest place to travel solo in India. I'm telling you, very good people, very nice people, wonderful hospitality, and you will be literally wondering, like, why are they not promoting it any further? Like, tourism wise. All right. So that is one aspect. So this is good. This is good news for us. Now taking it further forward. India's poverty falls significantly. World Bank data shows sharp decline in extreme poverty, yet millions remain poor at high poverty line. Extreme poverty has reduced in India from 27% to 5.3%. This is what they are telling. Extreme poverty, how is it measured? $3 per day. That is, if you take Indian rupee value today, which is what, 95? Where are we today? Or have we already touched 100? They should basically round it off and call it 100 now. I mean, how long will they keep the suspense? $1. Around 94.18. So let us keep it as 95 only. 95 into 3 is 9553 are 15, 27, 285 rupees. So if you are leaving less than 285 rupees per day, then you belong to what? You belong to extreme poverty, is what the data is telling. Data is telling that if you are surviving less than $3 per day, then you belong to the category of extreme poverty. And what World Bank is telling is that around 270 million people, that is 27 crore people, have been removed from this. Now the extreme poverty is only at 5.3%. Okay. But if you are going to calculate poverty at $4.2 per day, then around 23.9% of India's population were poor in 22-23. That is almost 1/4 of the population in this country is poor. 1/4 of the population in this country is poor, which is roughly 34.2 crore. The tug of war is between, should I choose $3 per day or should I choose $4.20 per day? That is the doubt. But there can be no doubt in one thing, which is what? We do have poor people in this country. No doubt about it. Correct. National Food Security Mission. Under that, we are giving to 81 crore people ration. So if I take the data, 81 crore is getting ration from the government. 34.2 crore we know can be poor. So if I have to pick a number between 34.2 and 81 crore, National Food Security Mission beneficiaries, and this is basically based on $4.2 per day. Between these two, if I have to fix a number, that means we can say at least 50 crore of the population may be poor. If I take an average, 34 plus 81 divided by 2, somewhere around 50 crore. Easily, right? Because do you really think that, let us say, somebody who is earning now this is what, $4, right? So $4 means 380. So if a person is earning let us say 400 rupees per day, or sorry, not earning, living on 400 rupees per day, are you telling me they are not poor? They are not at all poor. They have every amenities. With 400 rupees, they can survive. House will be there, electricity will be there, water connection will be there, internet will be there, and they will be able to travel. They'll be able to go for their work. They will be able to eat also. Is it possible with the current rate of inflation, whatever we are having today? They'll be able to go and watch the movies? Absolutely not. So first of all, this value itself, that is, if somebody is surviving on less than 4.2, then they are poor. So 4.3 means they are not poor. Got the point? The problem with this benchmark is that when you keep 4.2, you will feel, it's okay only, na. Okay, so 4.3 means what? They are suddenly became Ambani. Got the logic? We can easily say at least 1/3 of the population is poor in this country. No doubt about it. No doubt. They are poor. And the worst part is they are not even part of any official statistics. They are like the shadows of this country. They run this economy. They can be your dhobi wala, chai wala, chaat wala, samosa wala, whatever. On the roadside, they are doing some manual job. Sometimes even more worse, they go into the gutters and the drainages and they clean that. Why? All to survive. All for a few bunch of notes in their hand. Getting the point here? So this is what our country is. We do have a significant poor population. On one side, we can say sixth economy. Oh, India has now shrunk from the 4th position to the 6th economy. 6th position. What is the use? You're the 4th or the 6th or the 10th. When you are having easily anywhere between 34 to 80 crore, anywhere between this, or roughly like I told you, you are having at least 50 crore of the people who are really poor in this country. What is the whole point with this becoming 6th largest economy, 3rd largest economy, or 1st largest economy? There is no point to it. So understand one thing. Population is a reality in India. Wherever you go, you're bound to hit somebody and come. Another person's sweat will be on your shirt. Your sweat will be on another person's shirt. Like that, we are all jam-packed nicely. This combination we have. Got the point? Don't forget this. Where population is more, poverty is more, what will happen? What will happen then? People will hold on to the belief system very strongly. Because nothing else is there to believe in. They know poverty is a reality. They don't know when their next meal is going to come. So if I go to them and say, the Constitution of India basically talks about Article 14, they'll be like, Kaiko, yarele. They will be wondering what am I talking about. Even though they may celebrate B.R. Ambedkar, they don't know ABCD of the Constitution. So in such cases, what happens is, people will believe in anything that they want. And especially when you are very poor, you will look for similar social groups. And social grouping in India, if you really see, primary case is caste, the next comes religion. Got the point? Unemployment is definitely there. Unemployment is not subject to poor people alone. UPSC aspirants. We are all facing it, right? We have all faced it. You will also face it now. Wait, now you're all fresh. So, abhi ke abhi, I will clear UPSC. I had one guy actually once. He was in 10th standard and he told me that he will crack SSB interview. NDA. Then he'll become a major. By this age, he will become a major. I was like, okay. Then I will resign from the service. I was like, all right. Then I will give UPSC. I was like, then I'll become IPS. And I was like, what is your age again? He said 15. I was like, good. Very good. That is almost like saying, first I will marry Aishwarya Rai. Then after 5-6 years, I will divorce her. Then I will marry Sushmita Sen. Ayyo. So where poverty is there, you will have caste and religion. Cases of crimes against scheduled castes. 57,789 cases recorded. Over 113 cases recorded in the first 6 months of 2025. Equality, dignity, justice. There should not be any discrimination. But unfortunately, we discriminate on the basis of caste identity. Got the point? You discriminate on the basis of caste identity here. Alright. So, this clearly tells us what? This many cases being registered against scheduled castes. We are a divided society. We can say we are unity in diversity and all, but that is not the reality. We are all a divided society. And it is not that atrocities are only being faced by SCs. Because if a crime happens against SC, it gets recorded. An FIR is registered. There is a special act also. Prevention of Atrocities Against SC/ST Act. Under that, the cases are getting registered. But the reality is what? Reality is oppression is generally passed from upper caste to the immediate lower caste. Then that to the next. That to the next. That is, if there is a top caste, whatever, in your state or in your village, the top caste is there. They will show discrimination to their immediate bottom. That will show to their next. 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 And like that, it goes on. Official documents will say that this much it is general. This much it is OBC. Below this it is SC. But the reality is within the general category, there is discrimination. There is a hierarchy. Within the OBC, there is a hierarchy. Within SC, there is a hierarchy. Within ST, there is a hierarchy. Got the point? So, with this division here, are you seriously expecting this country to march ahead of China that India will become a superpower? Food for thought. We will overtake China one day. We will show China. Ha, hoo, ha. We keep telling that. I mean, बोलने में क्या जाता है? What are you losing by saying it out loud? Simply try. I mean, don't try. That is, in case you found a nice guy or a girl, very well educated, proper, straight-headed, like proper thinking, rational thinking, everything is okay. You know she will make a good wife, or you know he will make a good husband. But caste is different. I will write and give it to you. Your wedding will not happen. Probably you will hear one more dialogue from your father. Whether you are the girl's father or the boy's father, one dialogue will come. भिखारी से शादी करवा देंगे इसका, लेकिन तुमसे नहीं. English translation. I will marry my daughter to a beggar from my caste, but I won't give her to you, even if you are covered from head to toe in gold. That is, let my daughter suffer, my own daughter, whom I have brought up, whom I have given education, everything. Let her suffer as a beggar's wife, but should be from my caste. But she should never have a nice life to the guy whom she has chosen. That is Indian parents' logic. Don't even try going and discussing this with your home. Girls as well as boys, murder will get confirmed. Okay? If you plan to discuss this, do a lot of cardio so that you can run faster. So this is the reality of our country. That means to get the people united for one single cause, it's very difficult in this country. Keep it in your mind very, very clearly. To get people united for any one single cause, one single purpose, it is very difficult. Exactly. Now, only one person is there who can actually unite our country. Who is that? Shahbaz Sharif, my favorite comedian from Pakistan. Only he can unite us. India-Pakistan match, so when now it is like it has become as rare as what? I don't know, a meteorite. But otherwise, if Shahbaz Sharif says something, then all the Indians are like, they basically roll their sleeves and, come again, what did you say? What did you say? We get united immediately. That is why we need Pakistan. Pakistan is kept there so that ultimately, sometimes at least we will feel, we'll forget about caste and religion, then be like, Indians, we remember it. So we have to maintain Pakistan there. Destroy Pakistan, then we will destroy each other. Maintain Pakistan there. Occasionally, at least, our attention will go there. हाँ, Pakistan को बर्बाद करना है. Otherwise, we are a divided society. Got the point? Now, bad news we have been discussing. Some good news. Neonatal mortality rate, which was 57 per 1,000 live birth. Neonatal mortality rate means babies that die after birth. It was 57 per 1,000 live birth. Now that has come down to 17. It is reducing now, thanks to the improved health facilities, thanks to the awareness that is there, thanks to the fact that the mothers are no more 16, 17. Bali Umar, no. They are all matured and they are also aware. About the health conditions or the way they are supposed to take care of their health at the time of pregnancy. Under 5 mortality rate also from 127, it has dropped to 27. That is in a span of 34 years, this improvement has happened. It's a remarkable decline. All right. So, somewhere things are looking good. When this neonatal mortality rate, under 5 mortality rate, maternal mortality rate, that is the women who die, number of women who die during a live birth, when that value keeps on declining, it shows two things. One, yes, our health sector is improving. But the other, rights of women are slowly improving in the country. Got the point here? Any questions so far? Any doubts? With regard to whatever I have discussed. ചക്ക എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇനി മാങ്ങ എന്ന് പറയും. What do you think about your successor? My successor means my son. What will I think about him? He's still in his pampers. All right. Now, I said some level things are looking good for the women. Some level. But let us look at the points here. Cases of crimes against women rose marginally 0.7% in 2022. Cruelty by husband or relatives, according to NCRB's Crime in India 2023 report, 31.4% of the crimes registered were cruelty by husband or husband side relatives. That means, to all the ladies out there, Maharashtra is popular state. Why it has less literacy? Popular state. Why Maharashtra went to take part for India's Idol or what? What question is that? Marital rape has not yet been criminalized. Very true. But forget marital rape. Rape is not the immediate concern that should worry the girls who are attending this class. Your immediate worry is that there is a 31.4% chance that you are going to be punched and kicked by your husband side relatives. And there is a very high chance that your parents will tell you, Shadi mein aisa sab hota hai. Adjust. That can happen. Highest level. Now don't come with that nonsense, sir, but then that in honeymoon that one wife killed her husband. Some rare event here and there would happen. Don't take it up and bring it up saying that, see, this has happened. In India, first of all, to be born as a female, if you are to get born itself is a medical miracle. Because many a times, after the scanning is done, the doctor will simply say, Jai Mata Di. And that Jai Mata Di means it is a girl child in the mother's womb. They will get it aborted. You are born. Great. Now the next thing is what? The parents shouldn't throw you away or shouldn't kill you before your 5th birthday. You survived that. Next $1 million question, whether you'll be put in school. Great. You're put in school. While going to the school or coming back from the school, some idiot on the road decides to misbehave with you. You went and told it to your parents. You immediately become Balika Vadu. You're married off to some uncle in his 30s. What is your age? Maybe 13 or 14. What is your husband's age? 30, 35. Somehow you didn't tell your home. You managed to deal with it in your own way. Blah, blah, blah. Somehow you survived. Till 12th you survived. Next, college. Next, job. Next, marriage. After marriage also this. That means right from birth till marriage, if a girl survives and then she somehow marries that remaining 69%, whatever men are out there who believe that you shouldn't raise your arm against a woman, then you're lucky. Otherwise, between this to this, a lot can happen. IR's daughter killed on 21st April, exactly. Do we remember data which is not? Nirmal ji, understand one thing. NCRB to compile the data itself will take 1 year. So if you're looking for 2026 data, the 2026 data will be available to you only in the year 2028. This data, whatever you're seeing, this is from last December 2025 or something. December or November, this data was released. That means it is as latest as you can get. So where is the 2025 data? 2025 data, they're still preparing. They're still compiling. Government, hey, Sarkar, it'll take its own sweet time. True, infidelity. Infidelity and all is later. That and all is later. As somebody rightfully said, why do people marry? To have extramarital affair. Correct. I'm very lucky to have my parents and my husband. Parents and husband. Oof. Why aren't people doing anything? People are not doing anything because people are busy with caste and religion. 83,800 cases were reported under outraging the modesty of women. Charge sheeting rate stood at 77.6%. That means charge sheet filing means clearly specifying what charges are there. That is only 77.6, not 100%. That means all the complaints that reaches the police station does not automatically get converted to FIR. Got the point here? See, everywhere, it is not just politicians. Every aspect of life, misogyny, sexism, insulting a woman, passing sexual innuendos, all these are like which a woman has to face. Getting the point here? I've told this earlier also. In my Telegram channel also, they don't leave any girl. They don't leave any girl. They always go and hit on a girl, like basically asking some genuine question about subject. That is the latest trend now. Telegram channel mein ask a genuine question about a subject, then send some joke, send some this thing, and then slowly, because purpose is not to study. And what does the girl want? The girl wants only to crack the exam, run away from her family. Rape cases in 2023, 29,670. In that again, 10,703 cases were pending from 2022. That's the next part. Next brilliant part. 10,000, more than 10,000 cases which are pending from 2022. Justice delayed is justice denied. We keep telling it. But in our country, we practice it properly. Let us delay the justice, what is meant for women. Bhumika, you need not go behind the source. These are all NCRB data. And let me tell you, always quoting the source of your data may not be possible. Because there will be RBI studies, there will be ministry. Because if you look at this earlier diagram, that is from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Every time it is not possible for you to remember the source where it comes. Because after a point in that exam hall, which ministry it was, you may get confused. Importance is this data. Because that is what they are going to check ultimately. Kya ye sahi hai ya galat? Got the point? It is not current affairs. This is Titan batch, the first introductory class to Polity. The first free class of Polity for Titan batch. So only today's class will be free. Monday onwards in YouTube it won't be available. It will be only available in the paid batches. In the app only it will be available. 233 victims were raped or gang raped followed by murder. 2012, when Nirbhaya gang rape took place, that is when the laws had changed. And in that it was very clearly mentioned, that is, if it is gang rape and murder, capital punishment will be given. Or after rape, if murder is committed, capital punishment or life imprisonment will be given. 2012, the law was changed. But in spite of that, 233, even the latest April 21st case also, if you see what took place with the IRS officer's daughter, it is no different. Raped and murdered. 233 victims. In that again, Uttar Pradesh tops with 33 cases. Maharashtra followed by that 29. Madhya Pradesh by 29. Delay for reasoning a rape case. No cooperation from the side of the police. First thing. Then the shaming. Unfortunately, it is the woman's face that is always covered. Woman's identity is concealed, and woman is made to feel that she is now impure. Whereas who should be shamed? Who should be ridiculed? Whose name? That is basically now whoever is the perpetrator of the crime, his full detail should be given. Who is he? Where is his father? Who is his mother? Where do they stay? What is his house? Full address, details, everything should be put in the front page. Social ostracization should be practiced for the perpetrator, not for the victim of the crime. Victim also is a wrong usage. The survivor we should call, but that is only if they survive, not in the case where they have been murdered brutally. See, officer's daughter is not the point. Devaraj Devatkal. Just because you become an officer, don't think that you are safe. And Delhi, let me tell you, all said and done. I know some of the Delhiites won't be liking it. Highly unsafe place. It is. Whether you like it or not, I don't know. But that is the reality. A brigadier and his son, brigadier of Indian Army. Outside their home, some men were sitting and drinking right outside their home. They asked them to stop doing it. Instead, what do? They attack the brigadier, they attack their son, they even attack his wife. They tried calling PCR, that is the Delhi police. They came there, they just stood there watching the whole show. Got the point here? They didn't even, that is the officer in charge didn't even bother to take up the case for the first 36 hours. When the whole thing came out in the media, that is when the senior IPS officers got interfered. They came to the house, personally apologized to the brigadier and then took up the case. Indian Army also started putting the pressure. Brigadier of the Army. Understand? So, not even major, not even lieutenant colonel, above. Audacity, you think? Audacity. In this IRS officer's case, that was not, how the crime happened. It is very bizarre again. This guy was their domestic help. So he did some financial irregularity. He knew what is the routine of this couple. Morning, husband and wife will go for walk. So he knew that exact time, between 6:30 to 7:30 or something, they'll go for walk. And the spare key, where they kept it in one of the flower pot or something, where they used to keep, he knew it because he was working there. He came, he took the key, opened the door, entered inside. That poor girl, she was apparently preparing for UPSC. She had woken up in the morning to prepare for UPSC. Got the logic here? Lock your doors, people. That is all I would say. Normal citizens, sir. There's nothing called it is not that IRS officers are some special citizens. Don't think that just because you're having power with you, you're safe. Pray to God every day. Just pray to God. Because if your time is not right, even if you're in the powerful position, it'll happen. And that guy who committed the crime, he was basically telling like, "Arey, kar diya abhi, kya karoge? Ho gaya na abhi, kya kar sakte hain?" He's talking about the crime as if he has just lost a purse or he lost a mobile phone. That is how he was talking. Totally remorseless. Classic case of psychopath. Cold-blooded psychopath. No remorse, no empathy. Why there will be security? Rohit Guharoy, IRS officer and all, don't think that you will have some bandobast and all. Understand that. Bandobast and all will be there. Don't think that way and all. Even if you are an IAS officer also, it is not necessary. Until and unless depends upon which department you are working and where you are working. Just go for the traditional system. Even when now you know your child is sitting inside home. Correct? What will you tell your child? Lock the door from inside. Till we come back, don't open the door for anybody. ये स्पेयर की गमले के अंदर रखने का मतलब क्या था? Got the point here? Next thing is drug overdose. In that also, we are doing really great. NCRB data shows at least 12 lives are lost every week. Every week. In India, due to drug overdose in 2023, that is an average of 2 deaths per day. You would have seen certain videos with the zombie drugs, where people are just standing at one place continuously for hours together, losing all sense of time and space. They are just standing there. Normal individual, if you stand like that for half an hour, you will start feeling sweating, you will feel thirsty, you will feel hungry, you will feel tired, you may even faint and fall. But after taking the zombie drug, you will stand there in one place, totally motionless. Clear? Punjab and Rajasthan consistently record a high number of overdose deaths. That still continues, the drug abuse. Punjab especially, Anmol Sharma, correct? Divya. All right. Clear, people? Oh, zombie means, see, zombie is actually a creation by this Western movies, etc. Zombie actually zombie simply means somebody who has already died. The movies, okay, but it has not got moksha, so it is stuck here. So it is only partially dead, and they don't have any senses. They don't have any senses and all. So if you would have watched that Hindi movie, Go Goa Gone, Saif Ali Khan and his brother-in-law, I forgot that guy's name also. Sara Ali Khan's husband, yeah. What is that gentleman's name? I don't know. One movie is there. So that is basically this. So when you have a cocktail of drugs, cocktail means multiple drugs you mix. Multiple drugs you mix, you take it as a cocktail. What happens is you will lose all senses in your body. You will go in one hallucinating stage. You won't feel any pain, pressure, nothing. That we are seeing these days. And people, to achieve this state of not feeling anything, they literally take all these drugs, these chemicals, which can easily lead to overdose and death. Why drugs not banned in India? Bhavani, it is not that drugs are sold like, Munch or Kit Kat in our country. There is a demand, so it is getting supplied. If you are talking about this region, basically, drugs comes from Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran put together. And this place is actually called Golden Crescent. Details of this you will probably hear from me only in our internal security class. Most probably I'll be taking it. Or if God loves me really well, I won't be taking. Golden Crescent. This region, this triangular region, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iran, it easily comes. The next place is here. Golden Triangle. Which all countries come under Golden Triangle, you can find it for yourself. So this is the entry point for the drugs into the country, Golden Triangle. From the eastern side. From the western side, it is from the Golden Crescent. Then through sea route, commercial aircrafts, other forms of smuggling, people do bring it here into the country. This is how drugs enter. Kunal Kemo, correct. Clear, people? Any doubts so far? Stricter action I can take. Not that government is not taking stricter action, but as long as demand is there, people will find new ways of this thing. What is the point of taking them? Very good, Dharani. Thailand, Laos, Cambodia. What's the point of taking them? Dopamine. Various stages of addictions are there. So some people eat chocolate. There is no chocolate now. It is all palm oil and artificial coloring. So you take that. What happens there? Sugar. So some people, when they are stressed, they want to eat, especially the processed, high processed food, Nutella, chips, biscuit, etc. That releases dopamine into your body, but that is released only for a very short time. Dopamine is generally released after a workout. You finish your target, daily target, you wanted to study something, dopamine is released, but that is released hardly for 10 to 15 seconds. Its effect is only that much. The next thing is eating, which again, like I told you, ultra processed food, burger, pizza, all that if you're eating, all the junk and jamad food you're eating, then again, that will last for some more time, like 1 to 2 minutes it can last. Beyond that, it is cigarette, alcohol. That is the next category. That can keep it lasting for a very long time. The next phase is drugs. Drugs can, depending upon the dosage, it can even last for 1 day, where you are in la 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 land. Nothing like that. In East alone, drugs come from nothing like that. See, it is not the traditional drugs anymore. It is all types of chemicals that are being used. Data from National Crime Records Bureau shows that 1,20,010 cases were registered under Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act in 2023 across India, with Kerala recording the highest number of cases, followed by Maharashtra, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, UP. Now, some people may say, sir, Kerala. See, understand one thing. When some in a place, Kerala also leads in terms of crime rate. I'm not sure whether it is still number 1, but it will be definitely there in the top 5. If a state is leading in the crime rate, that means FIRs are being registered. That is what it means. Higher the number of cases registered, higher will be the crime rate. That is the bottom line. If less FIRs are being registered, that means cops are not ready to take up your case. Less FIRs being registered means less crime rate. That means that state is not safe. There is a high amount of chance that something bad happens with you. You cannot trust the system. But having said that, Kerala is actually having a drug issue. There is no doubt about it. Followed by Maharashtra, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, UP. Isn't there a way to make studying addictive? Some karma I have done in my previous life. Top 3 union territories with highest NDPS Act cases: Jammu Kashmir, Delhi, Puducherry. So, as a society now, if you see, population very high, poverty very high, literacy rate, somewhere it is improving. Maternal mortality rate, infant mortality rate, neonatal mortality rate, under 5 mortality rate, that is also improving. Crimes against women, increasing. Drug abuse, increasing. This is Indian society for you. UN has no role. Kerala top 5. Clear? This is the point here. This is what we are as a society. Understanding this? My point of teaching you all this is to know that why it is difficult to build any scheme in this country, any policy in this country. Because if you look at the concerns of us as a people, as citizens of this country, it is multifarious. Other than national development, nation ki bhala, etc., we are concerned about other things. One is immediately after birth. This one is if the child is underweight. Underweight means at the time of birth, the child is hardly weighing 1 kilo, 1.5 kilo and all means. Most probably, the child will not cross the 5th birthday. Before that, the child will die. The child will survive only if post-delivery, the child is like given ample amount of nutrition and its immunity is strengthened. Because a baby's body weight is directly linked to its immunity. Good immunity, it will survive. Now the other part. As an economy, how are we? As an economy also, if you see, be it in rural or urban area, we have a high level of informal workers. Informal workers means these people are not protected by any gratuity, pension, insurance, medical benefits, nothing. They are not protected by anything. That is a significant number in our country. Goes without saying, if you remember, during the days of Corona, why is it that Indian economy crashed? Drivers left to their rural area. Maids, security guards, like I always say, Pani Puri wala, Bel Puri wala, Dhobi wala, that wala, laundry, this, that. All these manual jobs, if you see, all those people left for their native. City life came to a halt. No more Zomato, no more Swiggy, nothing is working. Correct, only working for daily wages. Economy came to a standstill. And they are the majority in our country, not even the formal sector. Formal sector means the salaried sector. Like I am part of the formal sector because I am paid salary. You will be part of the formal sector tomorrow because you will be paid by the government. So we all are part of the formal sector. But the ones who actually work for daily wages or based on contractual employment, they are from the informal sector. That means they probably don't know. Today they have a job. Today they work, today they have money. Tomorrow they don't work, they won't have the money. There is no guarantee for when they will get a job again or when they may get their money again. Which actually creates perfect conditions for what? On and off poverty. They are not always poor, but they are not always well off either. Got the logic? So, with such a country that we are having, where informal sector is high, poverty is very, very high, and like I told you, people's preference is on caste as well as religion. People will vote on the basis of caste, people will vote on the basis of religion, or people will vote on the basis of who gives them maximum freebies or subsidies. Freebies or subsidies. Freebie means what? Like what currently BJP has announced in West Bengal. I think for every unemployed youth from a family, they will give 3,000 rupees per month. That is a freebie. That is a freebie. Classic freebie it is. Subsidy means what? Agricultural electricity. Need not pay any bill for it. You are using your pump, hand pump, whatever pump you are using, not sorry, hand pump, motor pump, or whatever you are using, whatever money is spent in using agricultural electricity, you need not pay anything for it. That is a subsidy. National Food Security Mission, you are giving subsidized food. That is, you are not selling the rice and the wheat and the sugar at the market price. You are selling it at much lesser than that. That is a subsidy. This is only introduction class. I am telling to you about the general nature of the people of the country. 10K in Bihar. See, it is not about whether TMC is giving or whether BJP is giving or Congress is giving or DMK in Tamil Nadu is giving. Bottom line is every political party in this country is busy giving, announcing freebies or subsidies, because freebies you give to the population, that will convert as vote. Bottom line is that. Bottom line is that. BJP started the trend with Bihar elections. DMK party continued it with the current Tamil Nadu elections. BJP is continuing the thing in West Bengal elections. Everywhere, Maharashtra, every state is doing it. Every political party is guilty of it. Understand? So when we ask, as an educated society, when we ask, where are the jobs? Where is the development? Where are the roads? Where is the infrastructure? Government does not have money for it. Why? Here lies the answer. Got the point here? Because Ansh Lakhera, ultimately we can put it in education, etc. Who wants it? Who wants it? That is the question. There is no law which says that freebie is illegal. Because government always uses this gimmick of poverty. See, poor logon ke liye we are doing this. Government, when I say, please understand, I'm not referring either to the central government or any state government in particular. Be it the central government or the state government, gives poverty as an excuse to announce schemes which basically puts money directly into the hands of the people without anything in return. If I'm putting some condition, okay, you come to the school, you pass your 10th standard, you send your children to the school. If they pass 10th standard, then I will give you this much money. It makes sense. Because that will ensure better education. And after 10th, I'm stopping it. Correct? That makes sense. But there is no condition here. The transfers, whatever Indian government is doing, be it at the union level or state level, you call it as what? Unconditional cash transfers. There is no condition. Money will be paid to you no matter what. Correct? Everywhere. It will be a 3-hour lecture. Expect a 3-hour lecture every day, 5 to 8 p.m. Okay? To the Titan and the Pinnacle students. Oh, sir, no, sir, why, sir? 3 hours is the duration of GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, essay, and your optional and your language subjects. So get ready for 3-hour class. You can't sit in a 3-hour class means you won't sit for a 3-hour exam. Correct? Yeah, you can call transfer payments. I don't want to touch on this topic, Anurag, right now, because if I touch on that, then I'll have to describe what is transfer payment then. Clear with this? So priority is always freebie, subsidy. What about infrastructure? What about employment? What about industrial growth? What about developing the skills? No idea. Got the picture? This is where we stand as a society. India's most heavily subsidized states, if you see, Chhattisgarh comes first, then Tamil Nadu, followed by the Punjab, then Madhya Pradesh, then Bihar. This is the all state average, which is somewhere between 1 to, let us say, around 1.5. National level, if you take, it is around 1.5 percentage. This one right here, this national. Red color is 1.5 percentage of the state GDP, if you take. This is where we stand. State domestic product. But in that again, Chhattisgarh is the most heavily subsidized state. Data is from 2023. Heaviest spenders on public health when you take, Odisha leads actually around close to 30%. Then you have other candidates, J&K, NCT, Manipur, Goa. Who is reading the most? That is spending on education. National Capital Territory of Delhi, more than 20%, followed by Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Assam. Himachal Pradesh at least managed to become the most literate state in the country. The others are not even in that list. How much does it cost to keep the state running? Okay, this graph you will understand it better after your economics class. Okay. This, if I touch on this now, I will have to talk to the complete revenue expenditure I will have to take. This entire image is from sources from RBI. You can trust this data. Sources to follow for Polity. As of now, sit and attend the class. Unconditional cash transfers, a major financial lifeline. In 7 states, unconditional cash transfers account for as much as 87% of monthly income for self-employed women. So I told you freebie culture we have. But on the reality side, when you see, the positive side when you see, for most of the self-employed women, it is 87% of their monthly income. The freebie what they get from the government. 24% of their monthly income for casual laborers. That is again the informal sector. So it is very, very important for them, mind you. In rural households, these transfer cover 40 to 50% of consumption expenditure. That is, even if 100 rupees, they are getting it for free from the government. 40 to 50 rupees, because it is coming from the government, goes for their food expense, healthcare, personal expense. Those of you who are from cities, they may feel just 2,000 rupees they are getting per month. I mean, how is it going to help them? 2,000 rupees is a lifeline for at least 30 to 40 crore people in this country. 2,000 rupees is a huge amount for them. In the 1,000 rupees if they have, they will spend on all these three. Reality is now central government, it is basically said that for central government, the entire subsidies, etc., if you take, it comes to 3% of the national GDP. But that is an underestimated figure. Because real data, neither the central government is giving it fully, nor the states are ready to reveal all the details. Where and all they are giving subsidy, where and all they are giving freebie, they are not giving it. Some sources, internet sources suggest that figure comes to, in a year, it comes to 8 lakh crore. Center plus states, if you put together, the subsidies and freebies comes to 8 lakh crore. It is not sure whether this data is correct or not. Some sources claim this. It is around 8 lakh crore. To put it in perspective, 8 lakh crore is the defense capital expenditure. That means the money that we are spending to build weapons, build, not to buy. Capital expenditure means when I make factories, when I construct road, which will give me a return on investment. That is capital expenditure. So defense capital expenditure budget is around 8 lakh crore. That same amount almost, roughly, we are giving it in the form of freebie, giving it in the form of subsidy. That is the reality. Yes, some freebie, some subsidy will help in giving you return. Some return it will give you in the sense that nutrition will improve in rural area. Health conditions will improve in rural area. Because that extra income is there, now they will think, okay, let the girl also, bitiya ko bhi padhate hai. Let the girl child also go to the school. Otherwise, girl child will never go. Girl child will be helping her mother with the cooking. Because mother is working in the field. Father has gone for MG Narega. Sons are, in the name of going to school, they are doing everything else other than going to school. The girl who is interested to study, she will be married off. Child marriage. Balika Vadu. Cycle repeats. Got the point here? Again, so are we totally wasting money? No. Because if you see, is in what has happened to India's capital expenditure. Capital expenditure, I told you, where we are investing in infrastructure, roadways, railways, airports, seaport, whatever. That if you notice, this blue color here, dark blue is revenue expenditure, light blue is capital expenditure. That light blue, if you notice, gradually it has been increasing. And this here stands at 53.5 trillion rupees. That is the estimate for 26-27. That is this ongoing year. 53.5 trillion rupees will be invested in infrastructure. Good news. That will generate growth. You build a nice road, connectivity will happen, shops will come, schools will come, hospitals will come, residential colonies will come, GST will improve, income of people will improve, income tax collection will improve. Slowly it will become a town, from town it will become a city. Clear? Why will government question freebies, Aishwarya? Because I am able to win the election. Why will I question it? Kavya, whichever class it is, write down. Whichever class it is, take your pen. As soon as the faculty starts opening their mouth, start making running notes. That is given. Faculty will dictate it later. Faculty will give it in the PDF format. Faculty will send it to you in some other format. Doesn't matter. You take out your pen, start writing it down. Got the point here? What if they only have daughters? Then many daughters will get killed. Many daughters will get killed. After the second daughter, if the next one is a daughter, the daughter will not be born. She'll be killed. She'll be killed either in the womb. In fact, they cannot afford to go to a hospital and check what it is. After it is born, they will take it up. Probably they will utter Jai Mata Di and dip it in some milk or something. Milk cauldron. They will dip it in milk, drown the child, then bury it. Villagers also will say, it is okay, 2 बिटिया थी, अब तीसरी भी बिटिया हो गई उसकी, तो क्या करेंगे? सही किया. That's what it is. With the complete support of the mother and the mother-in-law. All right. Is child marriage happening in India? What a question, Shibin. Serious criminal cases against people's representatives. So, in a country like I told you, where we are actually very, very poor, we are concerned about caste. We only want those people who will give me freebie. I am poor. I only want somebody from my caste, my religion. I don't care about his criminal background. In that sense, if you see, share of MPs with serious criminal cases, in 2009 it was 14%, today it is 31%. Serious criminal cases. If you take the total number of MPs with criminal charges against them, that number is a whooping 46%. 46%. Assembly share with serious criminal cases, it is 29%. MLAs with criminal cases, not serious. Total number of MPs with criminal cases, if you take, that is 33%. In other words, with each election, more and more criminals are entering into the system. Simple. States with the highest share of MPs with serious criminal cases: Telangana 71%, Bihar 48%. Highest absolute number, that is not percentage wise, number of MPs from UP who are having serious criminal cases, 34, and that is the highest. Political parties MPs with serious criminal cases: BJP 63, Congress 32. Now some people will say, see, BJP is a very bad party, but I always have a logic for this. BJP has bought the MPs from Congress. Correct. I mean, let us admit it. Some MPs खरीद लिया है, वही जाकर ज्वाइन किया है, तो जाहिर है कांग्रेस से जितने भी कचड़ा थे बीजेपी ने खरीद लिया. Congress is therefore becoming the cleanest party in the country. If you are intelligent enough, you will understand the sarcasm in it. Serious criminal cases among MPs in the Lok Sabha have more than doubled in the last 15 years. Nearly 1/3 of MLAs in assemblies face serious criminals. Okay, this is the same data, whatever you wrote there. Smaller parties have higher proportions, with RJD having 100% MPs facing serious cases because they have only 4 MPs. All the 4 MPs have serious criminal cases. RJD, 4. Absolutely true. Prashansa. Got the logic here. This is what we, the people of India, are. Any doubts here? Vaishnavi, serious criminal cases. Serious criminal cases that includes rape, murder, kidnapping, extortion, smuggling, corruption. These are not just allegations, some minor allegations. These are all like cases are still ongoing. I agree, some false rape cases could be there, false that case could be there, etc. But that will still not be able to justify how the numbers are going on increasing every year. Clear? Any doubts here? Any questions before I move on? It is serious. We know the reality why BJP is accepting it, because they want to win, they want the number. They want to win the number game, right? See, I want to field a candidate. I want to ensure that I have more than 50% of the seats, be it in Lok Sabha or be it in State Legislative Assembly. So I would want a candidate who is bound to win there. I don't want anybody else. So I will side with that criminal there, even if it helps me win the election. Clear? So amidst all this, the only saving grace with the people this way, worried about caste and religion. So people itself, if you see, we make pathetic choices. So our MPs, most of them are having criminal background. Our MLAs are having criminal background. The only saving grace what we have, how is it that this country is still intact? It is because of the Constitution. It is derived from the Latin word constituere, which means to establish or to set up. To establish or to set up, that is what it means. Modern meaning is it's principles that specify the organization and working of government. In other words, how a government should be made. What is its structure? What are its functions? That is clearly defined in a constitution. How to improve the situation being bureaucrat? Because all of you are my polity students, I will tell you one thing. You cannot do anything. Understand that very clearly. You can, maximum what you can do is, once you become a district collector, there will be a thing called as collectorate. Or you became the SP. And there is something called as SP office. So in that SP office, you ensure that whoever is working under you, they are coming on time. You are not allowing any of them to indulge in any corrupt activities, morally as well as financially. Punctuality and zero tolerance towards corruption. This is all that you can do. You ensure that in your department everything is going pakka. Beyond that, you cannot do anything. Because ultimately, you have to answer to ministers. It is called the triple chain of command. And this was given by the Supreme Court. Triple chain of command simply means bureaucrat has to answer to the minister. Minister has to answer to the legislature. Legislature has to answer to the public. One, first chain, second chain, third chain. Because who are there in the legislature? Legislature consists of MPs or MLAs. We are talking about union level, you have MPs. State level means MLAs. This is how it functions. So ultimately, you will be working under a minister. Your job is to take the order and execute it. Maximum you can say, sir, your order is of a very serious nature. I cannot go by your verbal order. I need a written order. That you can do. I need it in black and white. Because this is of a serious nature. If I need to execute this, I need a serious order in my hand. I cannot go with your verbal orders. I will await your written order. Till then, I will not take any action. Probably you will get a suspension or a transfer for that. But it is still okay. Because the minister will say, oh, I never knew, I never said anything. That the ministers can play. So ensure that much. That much only you can do. Nothing like, I will change the system, I will become Dabang Singham. Nothing you will become. It is all just a misnomer inside your head. You're probably, your first day as an SP, you will be probably giving, where is the SP by the way? Where did our SP go? You will be probably giving complete bandobast to a corrupt, rapist politician. There is a very good chance for it. But do you have the evidence to prove? No. But you know, the department knows that fellow is good for nothing. But unfortunately for you, he is a minister. So you will have to put your rod, give a salute, ensure that minister's security. Nothing you can do there. Alright? That is the point. Coming back. Relationship between government and people in terms of rights and duties. In our country, we obviously have fundamental rights and fundamental duties, which we will be seeing. Two separate chapters these are. Very, very important chapters. Constitution is described as the fundamental law of the land, means the basic law. Basic law it is. All right, basic law, nobody can alter it. I mean, Parliament can alter it. Parliament can change it if it wants, but that we will see later. But it is a basic law of the land. Means that is the law that guides us, that takes us forward. Supreme law of the state. When I say state here, please understand, state can mean the state of Kerala. When I say state, even from a larger perspective, it can even mean a country also. So, supreme law of the state, which in this context, it actually means country. Basic law of the country. Instrument of the government. Instrument of the government for what? For passing any law, for making any scheme. Rules of the state. What can you do? What you cannot do. Basic structure of polity. Like I told you, union government, state government, panchayat, municipality. Supreme Court, High Court, Lower Court. Parliament, State Legislative Assembly. So that is the basic structure. Grand norm of the country. Which again means fundamental law, supreme law, the same thing. What is the norm? How are we going to run this country? Or how is this country being run? All that is given where? In the Constitution. Clear? This is the logic. The Constitution is the highest expression of the will of the people. It creates the government, defines its powers, limits its authority, secures the rights and duties of the people. Limits its authority. A constitutional government means a limited government. Why we call it a limited government? Because in the Constitution, clearly it is mentioned what can the government do and what it cannot do. Sets boundaries. Yes, government can do this, government cannot do that. So it becomes very, very clear. So constitutional government actually means it's a limited government. Not like the government what you have in Iran. Not like the government what you have in Iraq or even in Afghanistan. Got the point here? It is not that the government is supreme there. So they in Iran especially, they call themselves the supreme leader. There is no supreme leader in India. In India, only one thing is supreme, that is the Constitution of India. Government cannot do its manmani. Government cannot behave like a tyrant, like a dictator. There are limitations. That is the only way the rights of the people can be protected. I too have certain limitations. Constitution is very clear on that. But I am only as an individual, I cannot do many things. Government has power. And if that power is exercised arbitrarily, arbitrary means manmani, you are doing it however you want. When Ambani comes, you are like, Are Ambani ji. When Nikhil Ram comes, Are hal chal hat. That is arbitrary. Government has to treat every citizen equally. Equal rights, equal opportunities. That is where Constitution becomes important. Politician के लिए politician का सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम है चुनाव जीतना. You think winning election is easy? E. Sridharan, the metro man of India, stood for election in 2024 from Palakkad, Kerala, and he lost the election. He's renowned for two things. Number one, his no-nonsense attitude. He does not take nonsense from anybody. Second thing, his punctuality to the core. To the core. Punctual, like this, how to put it properly in the English parlance. Punctual to a fault. That is 1 second if you are delayed in his meeting, he'll give you one dirty look probably. I'm not sure to what extent it is true. I've read it somewhere. He'll just give a dirty look. Like, why are you late? It will be there on his face. And that is the reason why always in whichever project he was part of, be it the Delhi Metro or any infrastructure project, always 1 month minimum ahead of the deadline, he will finish everything. He lost the election. And first of all, who are the people who should demand this, that politicians should have an exam? The people. But in a country where people are, around 50 crore people are poor, and where their main belief system is based out of caste and religion, where they only want freebies, do you think the people will demand for educated, well, very rational thinking MPs and MLAs? Absolutely not. Just look at the quality of the election speeches given by various candidates. That time only you will see, what the hell is this? Are they acting in a movie or they are behaving like actors? What is happening here? Look at the language that they are using. Look at the tone that they are using. Got the point? So when the people don't change, don't expect the MPs to change or the MLAs to change. We are getting the MPs and MLAs what we deserve. We are a pathetic society, so we will get pathetic people. When we change as a society, then we can expect change in the government. When we don't change, don't expect change there. Important life decision for everything. 10th you should score good marks. 12th you should score good marks. Engineering you should score good marks. Medicine you should score good marks. Everywhere it is performance. Performance is what is rewarded. But why is that same criteria not kept in during marriage times? Let us go by performance. Let us go by that individual's merit. Let us not look into the caste and religion. Why that is not being done? So as an individual, when I am not ready to do it, don't expect the government to do it. Got the point? We are pathetic. You, me, all of us are pathetic. So we'll have pathetic government. We are getting what we deserve. Got the point here? Very good. Now I want to South Korea government. Key functions of the constitution. Like I told you, declare and define the boundaries of political community. What they can do and cannot do. Identity and values of national community. Like fraternity, brotherhood. We are all Indians. We should stand together. All, it is written in the constitution, but we will never follow it. All right. Later they can give the exam of UPSC. Establish and regulate political institutions. Parliament, government, these are all political institutions at the end of the day. Declare official religious identity of the state and differentiate between sacred and secular authorities. Whether the state is going to be secular or the state is going to be theocratic. That also will be written in the constitution. So in our constitution, we are a secular country. Secular country means state will treat all the religions equally. That is the point. All the religions, the state will treat it equally. And we are not supposed to, politicians are not supposed to use religion to get votes. But I'm not going to name anybody here. Many VVIPs, politicians have been guilty. That is, live video clips are there, where if you see their statement itself, you will be like, what the hell, man? How can you even make such a statement sitting in that chair? Many have made it. And it is not just from one party. Every political party is guilty of it. Either using religion to say that if we are not here, then the other religion will harm you. Or if we are here, that is why the other religion is not harming you. We means this religion means us. All these are what? Against the secular fabric of our country. For a state to be secular means, that is a government to be secular means, you have to support all the religions equally. But unfortunately, at the state level be it, or be it at the national level, we can see a lot of violations of the secular character of our constitution. Which point? What about family? Polish. Oof. Family politics, family politician. Dynasty politics. What about that? Doctor's son is becoming doctor. Actor's son is becoming an actor. Politician's son is becoming a politician. What is the big deal in it? Declare and define nature of political community. Like, what type of country are we going to have? Like, are we going to be more, who will be having the powers? Prime minister? Is it a presidential government? Prime ministerial government? All of that. Declare and define the rights and duties of citizens. Share the powers between different layers of the government. That is the central government, state government, local government. Commit states to particular social or economic development goals. That is in our country, if you see, we have Ayushman Bharat scheme, which provides insurance to the poor people, socio-economically poor people. National Food Security Mission to ensure that ration reaches them. Swachh Bharat Mission to ensure that toilets are constructed, be it in rural area, urban area, and open defecation is eliminated. Like that, many schemes are there, many goals are there. Clear? See, stop calling it nepotism. I will tell you, I'll be very frank about it. As rightfully said by one stand-up comedian, I think her name is Gurleen. Nepotism तब तक ही बुरा है जब तक खुद के साथ नहीं हो रहा हो तो. If I ask you, if you were actually the son of or daughter of Amitabh Bachchan or Shah Rukh Khan or Salman, okay, Salman तो छोड़, और आमिर खान का तो कब शुरू होगा कब खत्म होगा भगवान जाने. Anyway, any other Khan or whatever, will you live a very poor and sad life? Or will you use your father's privilege, that whatever your father has built, 5 crore ki gaadi, traveling in private jet, you will say no to all of that and you will live like a nomad with torn clothes, hardly eating rice and pickle? No, right? Every father has a right to give a good life to their child. I will give it to my son. So tomorrow, if he decides to pick up UPSC, goes without saying, he will have a little higher advantage than rest of the other aspirants. He will have it. No doubt about it. Or as a father, what will I tell him? You suffer like me. You also make all the dumb mistakes and suffer royally and stand and watch that, or what? Then why should I call myself as a father? There is nothing wrong with it. Every parent has the right to protect their child. I believe in it 100%. Whoever it is. I did not wear shoes, so my son also will not wear, even if I can afford it. What logic is that? Qualities of a constitution. First one, brevity. That is, it should be precise and to the point. Whoever reads it, they will understand it. Difference between sacred and secular. See, sacred and secular means, for example, in Pakistan especially, Pakistan is a theocratic state. Pakistan has basically declared Islam to be the state religion there. There are some things in Pakistan you cannot do. Literally, if you say something here and there, etc., and somehow they say, he has said something against Islam, something against Muhammad, something against Quran, immediately they will put blasphemy charges on you. Blasphemy simply means you did something, you committed the worst crime against the religion Islam. Either police will come and arrest you, or more often than not, before that, public only will make a keema out of you. Clear? Why is India a secular country? Are we even secular country? Like, seriously, people? Secular is written in the preamble. But reality is, we are a religious society. Very recently only, how many liters of milk was poured into Yamuna or Ganga? How many liters? Got the point? That is what we are as a country. And unfortunately, there were instance who actually justified that act. Dumping milk into the river. You took that much of milk, you prepared kheer out of it, and then you would have distributed it to the poor people. That would have been godly. But no, people literally stood there praying, singing bhajans, etc., dumping milk into river. One symbolically you poured one small glass to do some puja, I understand. Literally one tanker full milk you dumped in there. In a country where literally 50 crore people are literally struggling for food. How do we even call ourselves secular? What logic is there in it? Got the point here? So there is no... Okay, Narmada it was. Wonderful. Please reply, sir. You put your question again, that would be better. What was the question also I didn't read? Clarity. Language should be simple. Definiteness means definite meaning. That means there is no confusion when it comes to interpretation. Comprehensiveness in laying down the powers of the government. Comprehensive means literally complete. It covers every angle, every aspect. Suitability. It should be according to the needs and aspirations of the people. जैसे लोग वैसा होना चाहिए constitution. Stability. Not easy to tamper with. Not easy to tamper with means not easy to change the constitution. Change the content of the constitution. It should not be easy. Got the point? Adaptability. Dynamic and not static means we should be able to evolve according to the changing times. So say for example, now we are coming out with the digital personal data protection. It is already in practice. Digital Personal Data Protection Act. We have come out with it. By 27 again, it will become fully applied. This act we have brought up. Why? Because most of us today, all of our data, all of our activity, if you see, it is in the online portfolio. You first stick to the class and read the current affairs. Beyond that, you don't have to refer to anything. I'm telling you again and again. My class, ultimately, I always believe in one thing. Keep one single point of contact, which is the notes what I give you. Specifically, if I ask you, okay, read the NCERT, then read it. If I ask you, okay, read this chapter from Lakshmikant, read only those chapters. Otherwise, the content, if you see, it has been taken from Lakshmikant only. So don't read this, then Lakshmikant, then NCERT. Why you want 3-4 material? Instead, stick to this. Stick to this properly. Clear? Suitability. Suitability in depth means, see, obviously, for example, in US Constitution, every citizen is allowed to possess firearm. It is written. It is written in the Constitution there. That is why every Tom, Dick and Harry in USA, if you go, will be having AK-47, assault rifle, shotgun, every type of weapon, they'll be having it in their house. Why? It is a constitutional right. In India, you don't have it as a constitutional right. I know in UP, Bihar, MP, in some places there are guns. I'm yet to meet a student of mine or a person from UP who doesn't have a gun in their home. For me, coming from the state of Kerala, that is a shocking thing. Because in Kerala, we don't keep guns at our home. First of all, to get even to get a gun license in the state of Kerala, it is very difficult. Even if you are the district collector. I'm not joking. Even if you are the district collector, for you to get a clearance to get a gun license is very, very, very difficult. You should have a clear and valid reason why you want this gun license. If you're not able to give it, if you're telling, nah, simply it was my dream, one day I'll become collector and I'll have a gun. Not possible. But in UP, it is a very easy thing. You want a gun? You will get it. How to make notes of polity? Just write it down. That's it. Clear? From where we get notes? These are the notes. This PPT will be shared to you in PDF format. Now, I hope that is clear. Suitability means So that is the thing. Firearm, that is why everywhere in USA you will find it. In India, only in few except for a few states like UP, MP and all. UP, MP, Bihar. Not that in every state. Maybe even in Punjab for that matter, I think it is there. But otherwise, you will not find it anywhere. Got the point? Gun is very normal thing in Bihar. I know. Gun is a very normal thing. Moving on. Constitutionalism and constitutional government. Constitutionalism means limitation on government. It is a civilized government. Means no dictator. That government will have a tenure. Tenure means 5 years, 3 years, 7 years, whatever. After that, they will go, elections will happen. It is antithesis of arbitrary power. Antithesis, simple meaning is it is against. It is against arbitrary power means it is against manmani. Means you cannot do anything that you want. Constitutionalism is against that. In other words, you can only do what Constitution allows. You cannot do anything and everything that you want. See, UP and Bihar, why you will see is that those places again were always into war, etc. from a very early time. Punjab, Rajasthan, I know it is there, but UP, Bihar, that place, revolt of 1857, everything if you see, always that area. It's filled with martial people, fighters. It got into their system automatically. And then, obviously, for a very long time, lawlessness was there. UP was actually called the land of lawlessness. Whoever has the might, whoever has the kattas with them, they were strong. So whenever a zamindar issue, land issue, etc. used to happen, because UP again being a very big state, wherever land issues used to be there, this is how they used to solve things, shoot each other out. Who is this Aman Saroj? Irrelevant content, don't study anyone. Yeah, Aman, because you are the Prime Minister of this country, people will listen to you immediately. And see, everybody ran away. Sure. Aman Saroj, you are so famous. Recorded class you will get. This PDF will get uploaded after the class. Alright. Prevents concentration of power. That is, this ensures that Prime Minister does not become a dictator or President does not become too powerful. That is what constitutionalism does. Constitution doesn't guarantee constitutionalism in a dictatorship. Means what? Just because you have a constitution doesn't mean that dictatorship will not happen. That is the point. You could very well have a constitution, but still dictatorship can happen later. That can happen. Constitution is there, but still if the government, elected government does not want to follow it, gone. That is a narrative what we are hearing from 2014 to 2026. India will become a dictatorship. 2014 they said that. 2019 game. India will become a dictatorship. 2024. India will become a dictatorship. It's not happening. Got the point here? Oof. Electoral bond topic, I have not discussed it. We will be taking it up only when we are taking up Supreme Court in detail. Because that again we will discuss, not Supreme Court, under elections we will discuss it. That time you will get to know why, what was the problem with it, why the Supreme Court struck it down, etc, etc, etc. And how it is linked with right to privacy. All of that. Clear? Oh, Rabina, it will get uploaded. For the love of God, focus on the class. It will be uploaded in your app. Alright? Constitutional government is a democratic government elected on the basis of popular sovereignty. Popular sovereignty means people or the public will decide. They are the king. No matter whatever the polling, exit poll, that poll, this poll, etc. says, ultimately nobody can predict how the Indian Janta is going to vote. Representatives, people will elect their representatives. There is rule of law. Rule of law means ultimately law of the land is supreme. There is accountability and transparency. How accountability and transparency is there in the Indian Constitution, how it is ensured, we will see it. There is protection of rights and liberties under Article 32 and Article 226. Both these articles also, we will see it later. It is just adande. Lakshmikant is a guide. Understand, it is just a guide. We are talking about studying not just polity here. Only to teach you Lakshmikant means it is very easy. I can finish the syllabus in probably less than 20 days. Chapter wise, I can do it. That will not help you either in your interview, nor it is going to help you in your mains exam, because you won't know how to write an answer. When you write your answer, why the hell do you think I gave you these many datas here? These many datas, why did I give it to you? Data, I gave it to you because when you open your mouth or when you write your answer, it should be based on pure and pure data first, which you need it in your GS2 paper, in your GS3 paper, GS1 also, society, etc. And you also need it in your essay. Understand that. Historical background, then you won't take. I will take it in the order what I deem to be considered to be fit. Got the point here? Historical background, what is there? It is just history. Kya hua constitution ke saath? Regulating act, that act, charter act, this act, Montego, khatam. That anybody can teach. You don't need me for that. But understanding why our country is like this, why our country is not moving ahead, why is it that in spite of the fact that we have a nice constitution, why is it that still we are lagging behind? That understanding one must have. Without understanding that, you won't be able to write a single word in your answer. Clearing prelims is not enough. You have to clear the whole exam and get lost to Labosna. That is what you have to do. And I went to historical background. First of all, that Lakshmikant book has to be thrown in the Arabian Sea. Constitutionalism means you are following the constitution to a perfect dot. Constitution is respected. Whatever is written in the constitution, you are following it to a perfect dot. In other words, ultimate authority rests with the people. Rule of law. Everyone, including the government, is subject to law, enforced fairly and impartially. It is a democratic government, means it is a government elected by the people. There is clear separation of powers between legislature, executive and judiciary. You have an independent judiciary. Civilian control of the military. Military does not control the government. Government controls the military. Pakistan, military controls the government. India, government controls the military. Police is also under the law and judicial control, and there is respect for individual rights. These constitute constitutionalism. In other words, Pakistan also has a constitution. But do they have constitutionalism? Is constitutionalism present there? Absolutely not. Why? No rule of law. Military controls the government. Police, highly corrupt. Not a single elected government in Pakistan has completed 5 years since 1947. This pretty much shows the quality. If we are a pathetic society, Pakistan is an even more pathetic society. Got the point? This clearly shows there is no constitutionalism there. They kept it, but not followed. All said and done, Indian constitution, even though, like I told, you and me included, we are pathetic people. Still, if you see, to some extent, all of these are followed in this country. All of this. Barring that one period where we had emergency between 1975 to 77, where it literally looked as if, okay, Indira Gandhi is the prime minister. After that, Sanjay Gandhi will become the next prime minister. It looked like that. But no, barring this one dark period in the Indian history, we have followed all these elements. Got the point here? That is constitutionalism. Constitutionalism means you're respecting the constitution and you're following every aspect of it. And constitutionalism's features or elements, when we say these are the elements. Got the point here? So, we briefly saw what you mean by constitution and what you mean by constitutionalism. Mind you, the features what we saw here, that is precise, brevity, simple language, flexibility of the constitution, whether it is dynamic aspects, all that in detail will come again. This is just a trailer of the main picture. It is yet to come, mind you. Then we saw the preamble. We just read it and then we started with the opening thing. We, the people of India. So we wanted to know what is the meaning of this people of India. We saw where we stand as a country today in terms of per capita income, literacy rate, health, violence against women, drug issue, caste issue, criminal MPs, MLAs, all that we saw. Informal sector workforce, that also we saw. We understood what we have got at least a brief overview. I'm not telling we understood. India is one country which you are never going to understand. All right, that much we saw. But at least to an extent that explains us what the choices that are made by the people here. The next aspects of the preamble actually contained words like we are a sovereign, socialist, secular. I agree. Briefly we discussed this, but we will take it up in full swing with the Supreme Court rulings. Democratic, republic. What each of these words mean, we are going to see, because it was a PYQ. It was asked, it was a previous year question. To ensure for all its citizens justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. That will be the next thing that we will be seeing on Monday. Got the point here? So all I want you to do is just go through this once again and see if you are finding anything difficult. That is whatever we covered till here, including the data. Go through it, because this PDF will come to you automatically by the end of this class. It will come to you. Go through it. Read it. The words which are yet to be taught, especially these words, that will come. But constitution, constitutionalism, rule of law also will come again. Other things, anything at all, if you get stuck, let me know in Monday's class. Clear, people? This is the way we are going about it. There you explain everything. If you literally know this, then you would be at Labasna. Kids played Tupia. See, the point is, if you have attended any of my earlier classes, all the lectures, whatever I give, I keep telling one thing. Practice mains answer writing. I keep telling you that. Why do you think I keep telling that? Because I never did this. I never did this properly. My writing speed is really good. Really, really good. But when I wrote my answers, I did not back it up with data. I did not give concrete examples from current affairs. Some of my examples are literally old, or some places I repeated the examples. So because of that, and that again happened, why? Because current affairs I was reading extensively but not revising it. Reading current affairs from multiple sources, thinking that I will somehow remember it. You are never going to remember any information if you have read it only once. Reread it. Then you will remember the data in your fingertips. Because of all that reason, my mains marks was actually at the border. Interview, on the contrary, I had 187 marks that year. Out of 225, I think that is a total, Alva. I'm not sure. The topper's interview mark that year was 193. That year, apparently, I don't know. 2016, they say that nobody got about 200. And I know for a fact that my interview board, my board was really happy with me. I know for a fact. I literally came out of that interview hall thinking that, yes, this time I'm there in the list. I thought so. But ultimately, I was outside the list by 19 marks. That is why, like a stuck tape recorder, I keep telling you, practice this. Keep practicing this. Kaise shuru karu, sir? How to start, sir? Pick up and open the book, write. Study the topic, write. That's all you have to do. Just start. Shuru to kar. Don't wait for that perfect knowledge, perfect answer. You keep doing something every day, you become better at it. Always strive for improvement and betterment, not for perfection. Perfection will take you to the mental asylum. Remember that. Alright? So that is the point here. That is why I am telling you. Because when the result comes out and you finally get to know for 19 marks you didn't clear, and this result came just 2 weeks before the 2017 prelims. So I need not tell you, right, what happened with 2 weeks, this 2017 prelims. Ye bhi gaya. वो भी हाथ से गया. I was preparing for SSC then. Then SSC I started preparing. That went into some case. My Panoti, I was such a big Panoti that time. SSC CGL exam I wrote. Tier 1, I scored really good marks. Tier 2, exam started I think at 9:30 AM in the morning. 10 o'clock they asked us to stop the exam. Till 10:30 we waited. Nothing happened. 10:30 to 12:30, I think I slept or something. And then then they came and told to start the exam again. 10:30, this thing. Then 2 hours break. Then the next paper. So let us say this happened on, I forgot the date actually. February 6th or something. February 7th evening, I get a love letter from SSC, CGL, that they have cancelled the exam on February 7th. There will be a re-exam on another date. Imagine, you prepare something so hard, you write the exam, you come out of it, and then they tell you that exam has been cancelled and a new date has been given to you. You have to write the exam again. Gaya. With that only, I was like, ab ye bhi haath se jayega kya? Then the long legal process. 2017, the exam started. The results came only in 2019. The posting orders came only in 2020. Not easy. Dark phase of my life, I would really say. Darkest phase of my life. Touch anything, it'll go ultam palta. Write any exam, I won't clear. And I was like, what am I going to do? Knowledge is there. Anybody talks to me, sir, you're knowledgeable. What will I do with that knowledge? Not able to monetize it. That is why I am telling you, practice answer writing. Don't wait for any auspicious hour and perfect preparation. Just start writing from day one. Make running notes so that your writing speed improves, so that your strength and structuring will improve. That also went into case, Christy. That also went into a case because Kerala government had underreported the vacancy. So that is the next task. You had to remind that now only. KAS again wrote the exam. I was there in the list. But then Kerala government underreported the vacancy. We got a favorable verdict from the Kerala State Administrative Tribunal. But Kerala government did not take any action on it. We challenged it in the High Court. From High Court, we lost the case. They did not give us any valid reason. They simply said that it is executive's decision. Judiciary will not interfere in it. We took the case to Supreme Court. There also, we lost the case. Supreme Court also said the same thing. It is executive's decision to declare the vacancy. We will not interfere in it. So, this lost the case, lost money also. With that, my wife came to the grand conclusion, listen, government job is not written in your head. Even I felt that if I was not there in the list means probably others would have got selected. But this Panoti was there in that list. I also didn't get, others also didn't get. That was it. All right. Wonderful, Vaishnavi. Maybe that was the destiny always. Who knows? Because this thing is something since 2014 I am teaching. Without any effort, always teaching assignments used to come to me. I never, even if I had to call somebody and ask for an opportunity also, I will get it. As a teacher or a lecturer, I'll immediately get it. But when it comes to government exams, it was a nightmare. It was a grand nightmare. Now that is the thing. So that is why I'm telling you, for the love of God, start answer writing from day one. Keep writing handwritten notes. I know this PDF will come to you, but take down the notes. You clear in your first attempt, great. In case you don't clear, at least you will have your own handwritten notes with you. And that is more than sufficient. All you will have to do is update it with current affairs, which you will be doing it anyway, irrespective of the fact whether you are preparing for state service, UPSC, whatever. That's all that is there. Keep it very simple. Keep your notes intact. Revise current affairs. Practice answer writing. Crack the exam. Get lost to Labasna. Put that pig with that coffee mug, Labasna written on it. Pathetic coffee, I have heard. But anyway, wo wala pic, upload kar, tag me. Enough. Please explain again what? There is nothing more to explain. All right. Monday we will see. All right, people. Let us call it a day. Yeah, somebody had asked this. This is my Telegram channel at Nikhil Ram Pabad. Anything is there, you can reach out to me over here. Some of you might be too young. You will be wondering, array, all these terms and terminologies. Like I told you, I've only given a trailer here. Chapter wise, when we start, things will become more clear for you. I've just given you what and all we are going to do. So each term terminology, we are yet to define it, yet to start it. So don't worry. Don't take stress. Wait. Things will still come. All right. That's it. Tomorrow, no. Saturday, no class. Monday, straight away, the next class is Monday. Okay. Chalo, people. Let us call it a day. See you all on Monday. This will be the only free batch here to the YouTube community. Monday onwards, it will be only there for the paid Titan batches. Okay. Yeah, current affair classes there. Correct, Harsha. I'll have to sit and prepare for that.